Hi everyone, today we are going to learn how to do factorization of quadratic equation using the cross method, and I will be telling you guys level 1 questions. I'll be using level 1 questions, that means very simple questions, just like one of the examples here that I have written down. And one rule that I want everyone to remember for the beginning is that you equation must be in the format of x square, x and constant. So for example, if your equation was something like 3x plus 2 plus x square, then you would have to rearrange so that you have x square first and then the x term and the constant, just like the example I'm using here. So when using cross method, first of all, you take the first term, the x square term, write it down on the side, and then you take the last term and write it down on the side. Now for the first term x square, I want you to find two multiples that when you multiply together make x square. So as simple, and in this case because it's only x square, I can see that it should be x times x, right? And the same goes for 2. And this is why it's level 1, because 2 multiples can be 1 times 2 or 2 times 1, which order in this case for now doesn't matter, as I only have positive symbol in the question. So once you have that, you draw out a cross in between terms like this, and then I want you to cross multiply them. So cross multiply means you first multiply x times 2, which will become 2x, and then the same way you do x times 1, which will become x. Now if they're positive, you keep positive. If any of these signs had any negative sign, you will need a negative sign too. And then you add them together, so you will note it is 3x. Now here is the important thing. If you're doing it right way, then this number 3x should match the middle term. And when you multiply these two together, they should become first and last term, just like you can see in this question. It is true. So once I'm done with the question, I can see, then you exactly copy down the expressions from here in following the signs too. So I will have x plus 1 and x plus 2 as the multiples here. So let's change the question a little bit. I changed only one sign here. As you can see, I made positive 3 into negative 3, and the rest of the question is exactly same. And let's see how the negative here changes. Okay, so let's do it one more time. I have x square and I have 2 here, and you again find multiples. The same the other side too, you again find multiples. When you multiply x times x, it should become x squared, and when you multiply 2 times 1, it should become 2, and then you cross multiply them again. Now this time too, when you cross multiply, it's x plus 2x, and then if you notice, I'm getting 3x again. But if you look at the question, I need negative 3x. So in this way that I'm doing, the question is not correct, right? Now here you need to think 2 times 1 is 2, but even if I add negative 2 times negative 1, it will still be positive 2. So I can try using this way, and let's see what happens then. So negative 1 times x is negative x, and negative 2 times x is also negative 2x, and when I add them together, they become negative 3x. So now again, once again, my middle term exactly matches the middle term here. And again, of course, you check all 3 terms matching. All 3 terms, by all 3 terms I meant the x square here, and then the 2, and then the negative, the the middle term. And once again you can copy the results just like from the fractions here. So I had x minus 2 and then x minus 1 here. So this was level 1 type of question, and I call them level 1 because finding multiples is the easiest in this one, because you can easily do anything times 1 and then find the multiple of the number. It gets harder when you have to choose a different multiple for, like, let's say 4, it can be 2 times 2 or 4 times 1 and 1 times 4. So that gets complicated, and that will be level 2. So look forward to that video, and goodbye. I'll see you in next video.